Hey guys, it's me, that dude with the beard, with another commentary. Well, before I start, let me just give you a brief history lesson of today's user, Robert Storms, or Stormsink. Now, Stormsink used to be a YouTube partner, and get this, he was never really focused on YouTube. He spent more time bitching about his fans not going to his website, and his website was piss poor at the least, or best I should say. And of course, he continued to make bitching and moaning fits on YouTube until finally just saying fuck off to his subscribers. Upon doing this, trolls eventually alerted YouTube and said that this guy is not paying attention to his YouTube channel, and they booted him off. So after that, Robert went through a relatively brief time of depression and has finally got back on his feet with his recent comic book, Sea of the Shells, or Shell of the Sea, whichever it's called. I don't give a shit. Now, you might be wondering why I'm commenting on this guy. Well, simple. He's a fat fuck who really hates it when people give him constructive criticism. And this video I'm going to be commentating on is a response to someone who's given him plenty of constructive criticism. Let's take a look.
Hello everybody, Stormsink here, and this is a response to you. You know who I'm talking about. No, I am not going to use your name like you use my name a dozen times in your video so you can get views.
But if they know who he is, they'll still
I'm not
get
going
views,
to give
dumbass.
you the spotlight. I'm not going to say your name so people can go back and watch what you said. I'm not even going to reference who you are one bit, unlike you.
His name is Man of Tomorrow. He made a response to a ton of Stormsink's videos, if you can call them that. Check it out. It's pretty damn awesome how he puts Robert in his place.
If you're going to criticize the title, I don't care if you bash it, but read it first. Just read it first. And then you can bash it all you want, And then he talked about how I had I didn't give no feedback on it. I don't have no feedback to give on it. I sold 22 copies, okay? 15 of that was to my friends. You think my friends are honestly going to say, hey, bro, come here. You kind of suck. You need to give it up. My friends ain't going to do that. They try to support me in everything I do. But
You do realize that some friends will most likely tell you like it is. They'll try to let you know that what you're doing is stupid because technically, if you do something that you're bad at, you'll get backlash for it. And sometimes a sugar-coated comment is better than harsh criticism, especially when you first start out, Stormsink. But you would know that, wouldn't you, from your past experiences, right?
Filmmaster Adam, Filmmaster Adam from WebOfCinema.com, also on YouTube, he bought a copy, and he's going to review it. And the one thing I can say about Filmmaster Adam, if it sucks, he's going to say it. You know what? That's fine.
By watching this video, as well as knowing your past endeavors, no it won't. It won't be fine. You just throw another bitch fit talking about how you spent all your money and time onto this, and how dare anyone say that you're bad at something. Because let's face it, Stormsink, you've learned nothing in the past few years from being on YouTube.
I don't care about people judging. I'm pretty sure the story isn't for everybody. That's fine. But the logic of me not giving it away for free proves that it's not labor of love completely makes no sense. No sense. And the other thing was, I'm using this for a path to fame because my career as a critic didn't work. I never wanted to be a critic.
What the fuck are you talking about? You tried desperately to be a critic, but after both the Twilight haters and Dragon Ball protesters got on your ass, you went into a bitch fit mode again, and went into a fit of depression until somebody, I forget who, told you not to worry. And then when you came back and got your website, you ignored everybody. And let's not forget the other part you said about your labor of love. Technically he's correct. A labor of love is generally to show how much you really do like something, and technically sometimes people will not charge for it. It's a way of showing just how enamored you are with the field you're trying to go into. And sometimes people will respect what you did and say, this guy did a really good job and he worked really hard on it. But unfortunately, you're not doing that. You're charging people for this crappy comic. You see what we're getting at, dumbass?
I'm just a guy with a big mouth that likes to tell my opinions on stuff. That doesn't mean I'm a critic. I like to review stuff. Does that mean I want to be famous about it? No. Did I try? Yes. You know what? I epically failed. Okay, fine. Am I going to stop doing it? No, I still review stuff. I reviewed The Avengers. I'm reviewing upcoming movies I see. You know? I try to listen to the subscribers. People on YouTube said, stop doing promo videos. I stopped doing promo videos.
Let's be honest here. You didn't learn anything from that. What you did is you basically just plugged your ears in and went, la 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 la, I can't hear you. Because the first dozen times you did it, people told you, stop. And then finally, after YouTube got rid of you from being a partner, that's when you listened. When something had an implication in it. But now look at you. You're making it sound like you really did listen. And if somebody didn't pay attention to what happened in past events, well, they're just going to think that you are the right. And you're not right.
Okay? People still find stuff to complain about. You know, and that's fine. Everybody has something to complain about. It's fine. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Even you, the person I made this video about. You're entitled to your own opinion. But I would much rather you actually, you know, think before you just say stuff. I mean, you know, you criticize my artist, you don't know him. You criticize everything about it, and you don't know what you're talking about. You criticize the title when, if you read the comic, you know it has something to do with the seashell. I wouldn't call it that if it didn't. I would call it some evil princess girl or something. You know? Seriously.
Alright guys, here's a bit of an abridged little synopsis of the comic. A girl, approximately 19 years old, on her birthday gets a gift from her father, and then one day the king's best knight comes home nearly beaten to death, and people start to wonder if this is a really good idea to stay at peace with the goblins. And the thing is, this 19-year-old girl gets this little, I guess, seashell, which will come in and make it, oh, I don't know, win against the war against them? I've heard stories like this before. In fact, it sounds very similar to Aragon in a sort of way. So my question to you is, why the unoriginality, Robert? Is this really a labor of love? Or is it just another slight cash-in to get more money, like you've done so many times in the past?
And, you know, you say, no, I'm not Stan Lee. You're right, I'm not Stan Lee. But you know what? Stan Lee had to start somewhere. Brian Michael Bendis, Robert Kirkman, Frank Miller, Neil Gaiman, all these great writers started somewhere. Am I a great writer? Fuck no. I've been the first to tell you, I'm not a great writer. I have great stories. But I'm not a great writer.
That's hilarious.
But I think with the right artists like Andrew, I can channel my stories and make something that no one's ever seen before. And that's what I plan to do.
What are you talking about? We've seen this before.
I'm going to keep making these comics until issue 10. Because the story will end at issue 10. So I don't care who buys it or whatnot. If you want to buy it, cool. You can go to indieplanet.com. I'll put the link underneath this video. And I appreciate anybody for your support. But you...
I know I might sound like a dick when I say this, but isn't that just a more polite way of saying, go look at my comic and go buy it? I mean, you're telling them, like, it's okay if you don't buy it, but if you do buy it, I'll be very grateful. Sensing a little bit of hypocrisy right there, if you ask me.
Buddy, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed you don't know the facts. You know, that's all it is, man. Whatever. We're not little kids no more, okay? Did you want me to let you have your PlayStation back? Just figured I would ask.
That's just great. Go ahead and make some sort of smart-ass retort. Let's face it, Stormsink, you haven't learned jack shit. you still see little dollar signs over your fucking subscriber's head. Not only are you a con artist, but you're a complete and utter dumbass. You think you're God, but you're not. You think that you deserve a partnership, but you don't. I will give Irate Gamer this, and only this. At least he takes requests from his subscribers. At least he listens to them sometimes. You, on the other hand, didn't listen to them. But you know what? I really can't say anything, because you're not going to listen. You hate constructive criticism. You hate harsh criticism. It's always the same with you. You think that whatever you do is perfectly fine. That there's no way you'll ever be able to get touched by this 10-foot pole that everybody is afraid to touch you with. Because let's face it, you're just a greedy son of a bitch who thinks that all you need to do is make some comic or some little material on the internet and people will go gaga for you. They won't. They're smarter than that. And you treat everyone like they're idiots. So, Man of Tomorrow, Ash ED, along with the others, I think it's all fair to say that he is a fat fuck. And all he wants to do is just treat everyone like shit. So, Stormsink, this is to you. Grow the fuck up, GTFO, STFU, and go jump off a building. I told one, short one.